Philippine leader Rodrigo Duterte is constitutionally barred from remaining in power after his term as president ends, which is why he now has his sights firmly focused on the next best thing, the vice presidency. "I will continue the crusade," he said last week. "I'm worried about the drugs, insurgency. I may not have the power to give the direction or guidance, but I can always express my views in public. Why not start a podcast, then? Or get a high-profile gig as a television commentator? Speaking circuit, anyone?" Odd that Duterte seems to think most people don't see what's going on here. "It shows a clear mockery of our constitution and democratic process," warns opposition coalition One Sambayan. Obviously, this is driven by fear of accountability both from the International Criminal Court and from our own justice system. Evading accountability would be a particular breeze if Duterte's daughter Sara runs for president, cementing the family dynasty. Sara Duterte currently holds her father's old job, mayor of the southern city of Davao. Why not just follow dad into the presidential palace? Yet it's worth considering how turning the Philippines into a family business would set back the economy in myriad ways. Again, as the coalition One Sambayan notes, all this seems constitutionally questionable. Presidents get a single 6-year term. If the next one were unable or unwilling to complete their term, what happens then? And, of course, the strongman isn't one to play a supporting role. It's a recipe for trouble. It's also a recipe for even more distraction from raising the nation's economic game. Notice that the crusade Duterte cited for keeping a hand on power refers to his war on drugs and rebels, not the reason he was elected in the first place in 2016. The crusade voters had in mind 5+ years back was against corruption and economic dysfunction. Duterte, remember, was elected to turbocharge predecessor Benigno Aquino's game-changing reform drive. From 2010 to 2016, President Aquino worked to dismantle the kleptocratic system that the Ferdinand Marcos family dynasty created between the 1960s and 1980s. Aquino attacked graft, increased transparency and accountability, went after tax cheats to strengthen the national balance sheet and challenged the powerful Catholic Church's meddling on population control. In short order, Aquino won Manila's first-ever investment-grade ratings. By the time Aquino's term ended, the Philippines was turning in China like growth rates. The one-time sick man of Asia had become an investment darling. Voters wanted Duterte to supersize those gains. His 22 years running Davao City had turned him into a folk hero. On Duterte's watch, the city was said to enjoy faster growth, better infrastructure and lower crime than national averages. Filipinos hoped he would shift the Aquino reforms into a higher gear.